Welcome to Gillian's Art Flow. I'm using a 16 by 20 canvas today. I will put down below the paints that I've used. I'm only using 4 colours, and I'll also put down the ratio of paint to mixing medium. I'm weighing my paint because I want to get as close to the exact amount of paint that I'm going to need as I can, give or take an ounce. I'll also pop down below how you can work out how much paint you actually need. For now, I'm going to let you kick back and watch what happens. The reason I pour the paint down the side of the cup is because I want to layer the paints one on top of the other. If I poured it straight down in the middle or from up high, chances are the paint would sink and I would end up with a dirty pour, which is not what I'm after in this instance. Because the canvas isn't smooth, we need to put a base coat down so that the paint will flow more freely. Here I'm putting down a puddle of white paint, slightly thinner than what's in the cup, into the centre-ish of the canvas. When I pour the paint from the cup onto that puddle, it will actually push the puddle outwards and thus allow the paint to flow more freely. I'm going to blow out the bubbles now. It's a personal preference. Some people leave blowing out the bubbles until they've stretched the canvas. I tend to do it at the start and at the end, and sometimes I'll do it in the middle. If you blow out the bubbles before you start tilting the canvas and moving the paint around, then it's going to stretch any cells that appear after you've blown the bubbles out. So very much a personal preference. I also like to take a few minutes at this point to see if there's anything I like or don't like on the canvas. Usually I don't find anything I don't like, but I move the paint around, not too much though, just so I can get a feel of which way the paint's going to flow. And sometimes it will actually stretch a little bit so you can see it in more detail. Just at this point I always think that it looks so amazing. As mentioned before, I'm just putting more paint around the edge and I'm going to spread it over the canvas to make the canvas smoother and to help the paint flow when I start tipping. You can sometimes put another layer of paint around the outside of your cup pour and not spread it out. That way, when you start to tip, you won't lose any of the paint that's come out of your cup. do try my best to keep the canvas in shot when I'm tilting, but it's not always possible. Obviously I don't have anybody who films me. I film myself with a tripod, so when it comes out or I'm tipping the opposite way, please bear with me. Final bubble popping to get any of those stray bubbles that are popping up, and there we are. I will show you the finished article after it had dried, and this is the dried painting. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really pleased, so pleased how this turned out, and you can see up there my little space whales. They're so cute. There we are. I love finding surprising things like that in my painting. The detail in this, the light, the dark, the shading. There we have, look, is it a moon or is it a planet? I just love the way this is worked out. Just the lines, the cleanness, there's some really clean lines in this. As you can see there, it goes all the way up, follows like it's almost like it's a ravine that's in there, and that tiny bit of pink that we put in just is very much very in the background. It's not, there's odd spots that you can see it, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed editing this one, and you know, until the next one, take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell and give me a great big thumbs up. Until next time, bye!